10 to 5, March 26th, 2019. Picked up maybe do a bit more joy of MS Painting. Now, what we're doing is pretty simple to follow along. I found the entire Bob Ross archive on YouTube years ago. Well, we're gonna paint a lot. Without further ado, we'll just get going on that. Woohoo, yeah.
And I want to put a great deal of emphasis on the sky and how we make big, billowy, fluffy clouds that just roll and lay up in the sky here. So I've already covered the canvas with magic white, and I'm going to start with sort of a gray color here made by mixing a little Prussian blue, a little brown, and a little white. And we're just going to start gently working this and let it go. There we go. We'll just sort of work it around and around here. This is a winter sky. Bad weather's coming in. Okay, here we go.
I had music going, but that seems to cause some problems.
Now we just sort of bring all this together.
Mostly because Bob just had to place himself this episode.
Here.
But it's all good.
And then very lightly back in here. Okay. Now we'll take our fan brush with a little bit of white. And I'm going to put just a touch of permanent red with it here. Okay, a little bit of magic white. Now we're going to start way back in the back, the cloud farthest away first. And we'll start working this. There we go. Okay. And you keep this brush moving all the time. Just let it dance and play and have fun up through there. Okay. Very gently we'll blend that. Okay, now we're ready to start working it. Always doing the thing that's farthest away first and working forward. There. Okay. Now we'll hypnotize that a little bit, very gently. We don't want to destroy what we've worked so hard to put in here. We just want to blend it together. There. Okay, and today I'm using two fan brushes. One so I can work with the darks, the other one with the lights. Okay, we'll throw some old gray clouds in here that are sneaking around and having fun too. There he comes. And maybe there's an old gray one just sort of laying out here like this. Okay. Work this one just a little touch. And go back into another little white cloud here. And by the time I've got down this low, I'm getting away from the pink that I had. I just want the pink in the top to give indication that sunlight's playing through there. And all these beautiful clouds just happen right up here in the sky. Clouds used to be something that drove me crazy when I was a traditional painter. You'd work for days and days to make big fluffy clouds. And here you just sort of let it happen. Don't worry about it. Don't try to plan them. Oh, there's another nice one. Because clouds are free. They have no boundaries. They come and go as they please.
Clouds are pretty cool.
Let's see. Really pushing that paint into the canvas. You want to grind the value right into the materials. When we're talking about canvas, one of the things to look for when you're buying a canvas to paint this technique is look for a canvas that's acrylic primed. That'll hold the magic white on there longer. Keep it wet longer. And we depend on this being wet throughout the painting. Maybe just another little fluffy right in here. Just wherever. Just let it happen. Don't worry about it. There we go. And here we're just putting some brush strokes in to indicate light coming through there. Okay, maybe laying up here in the clouds, we have some little mountains that are just laying in here. Okay, we want these to blend right into nothing. We're going to lay these right in the clouds. Light playing down through here. Just bouncing around, having fun. There. Right up to this peak. Want these to be far, far away, just about disappearing right into the sky. We're going to diffuse them by just tapping right along. Always following the angles here, just tapping. And then we'll gently hypnotize them so they just disappear right on back into the picture. Okay. Now we can just lay clouds all around them. Just set them down in there. We'll work those a little bit. Maybe a little touch of gray in here.
Coming a bit of a look that's here. Not what Bob would have wanted.
Now, when you're at home doing this and have unlimited time, you can put a great deal more detail in here. This is just to give you an idea of how it's done. Okay. Let's have an almighty mountain. Let's come all the way down. What the heck? He just comes right up through here. Very little paint. We're really pushing this paint into the canvas. Okay, then we'll pull that down. This makes the next layer of paint stick better. going to add just a little touch of Prussian blue here. Just so we have some shadows under the snow. Okay. Now we can put some almighty snow coming all the way down through this mountain here. And we're just going to let it run and play. Just let it go. There. Okay, see how easy that is? Just let it flow in there. And we'll run some right along this mountain peak. And maybe here, since our light's coming from here, this one's going to be highlighted from the other side. We'll create a little valley maybe right down through there. Okay, we can lay in some shadows here using just some Prussian blue and white. There we go. See any place you want a ridge to stand up, all you have to do is lay a shadow underneath it, and automatically it's right there. And some shadows running down behind this one. Okay. Now with a clean dry brush, I'm going to diffuse this, lay it in the mist. I want this to be misty in the back, like it's very, very, very cold. Where I live in Fairbanks, it's not unusual for it to get 60 or 70 degrees below zero. And it's always very, very misty. We have ice fog that forms and lays in between the trees. It's cold, but it's beautiful, so. Okay. Now, let's take here a little bit of the gray color, and I'm going to lighten it up just a little bit with a little titanium white. There. Nice color. Load this brush full of paint, and we'll put a little tree way back in the distance here. And I thought today we'd make these little trees with the fan brush. We can make them with a fan brush, 1-inch brush, 2.5-inch brush. Today I thought we'd do it with this. You want these to be very quiet, very subdued, to give the illusion of distance. Okay, maybe there's another one right there. And we can start laying in a little bit of snow up here. You see how that color comes through, and we use that to make the shadow effect. As I say, I want to lay this in mist, so I'm just going to gently tap this. I want it to be far away and misty. Now we'll come forward just a little bit, drop in some more little trees here. There we go. Just go back and forth with your fan brush, and you're sort of bending these bristles downward. And however many trees you want. This is your world, so you can put as many trees in it as you want. But you notice these trees are a little darker than the first ones we put in. Okay. Now, let's mess these up just a little bit. All I'm doing is just tapping. And I'll lift it a little. Maybe we got a few little bushes growing right around here that just covered with snow. Okay. So we'll put some magic white and some titanium white. Mix them together. Thin paint will stick to a thick paint. And then we'll just put these little sparklers here, just little snow-covered bushes. Put a few little sticks in here. Okay, let's move over to this side and see what we can put in here. Trees are closer to you, they're going to be getting a little bigger.
That. I think we're actually getting somewhere now.
And you need to, when you're making these evergreen trees here, you need to leave spots open in between the limbs. Birds have got to have a place to sit, and wind's got to get through. So don't kill all those. Get away from the little Christmas tree things we used to make when we were kids in school. Trees don't grow even, they don't grow straight. However, it makes them happy. According to the weather, the conditions, amount of heat or cold, all these things affect the way a tree looks. Okay. Maybe we want one right in the front. I just made this a little darker so he stands out. Little baby tree right there. See, because he's a little darker now, he shows. Otherwise, he wouldn't show. He'd just lay in there and be quiet, and you'd never know he was there. Now we know he's there. Gonna tap this just gently. Let's have this come down like this. We'll just make another little thing coming right down through here. Change the angle. Okay. Pull that right through. This is a very cold picture. I may have to go get my coat here in a second. It's about to freeze me to death. There we go. As you can see, where the paint breaks, shadows automatically happen in the snow. It's very rare that snow is pure white. You always have the shadows and you have some dirt that shows through and all those little things. Okay, we'll have some of those nice little snow-covered bushes on this side too. Don't want this side to get jealous. Okay, a little magic white, a little plain white. There we go. Nice little snow-covered bushes. Maybe if we had such a beautiful scene, maybe we need a little cabin out here. We have to have a little hunter's cabin or something right out through here. So first I'll take and scrape off the basic shape. This gets rid of all the loose paint, thinner paint, so we'll have something to work on here. And we'll take that off. It's also a very good way to lay in your cabin, to work on a perspective and to lay it out exactly the way you want it. And just a general shape. The big thing is to get the loose paint off. Okay, now we'll take a little Van Dyke brown and we'll paint this back eave back here. Just like so, nice and dark. There we go. And we'll lay a roof on here. Just a little bitty cabin out here in the woods. A little snow on the other side. Maybe the snow's pretty thick, so we'll lay it on there nice and thick so it looks strong. And we'll put the front on. Okay. Son of a gun, there he comes. Okay, let's make this an old cabin, so we'll just make it weather-beaten old boards. Lay some shadows on top of that. This is Van Dyke brown again. I'm just sort of alternating back and forth between brown and white to make it look very, very old. This old hunter, he went out after a moose that was too big and he ran off with him. So the old cabin's just standing here abandoned. Better put a door in it though. Maybe a passing hunter would like to stay here overnight. There we go. And we'll make this an old slab cabin. We'll just put some boards right in there.
Close enough. We're really filling in some of this background now.
Okay. And you can, if you want to push this back a little bit, we can put a darker color on here first. And we'll just push this cabin right back into the bushes a little bit. And we'll have some little bushes growing right down like that. A little bit of magic. Okay. Maybe when this old fella lived here, maybe he had a little fence that ran back. Might have had a animal or two he kept in here. So let's just put a little fence. And this little fence
we're good.
is running over the hill. We'll just let it go right on back over the hill. Just see the top of that one. And a little bit of highlight. Then a little bit of snow on top of the post. There we go. Okay, and then we can run some wire right down this and let it disappear right over the hill. Like so. Okay, maybe a couple little bushes out here in the front. And I think we need some icicles. So we'll do just straight magic white, and we'll pull down some little icicles here. Using the liner brush. This is a number 2 script liner. Whew, it's getting colder already. Okay, smooth out the snow a little. And let's put a few more little sticks here and there. This is truly an almighty mountain. There we go, a few little sticks here and there. Maybe here and there little indications. Okay. Just here and there. We don't want to overdo. We want this to look very soft, very misty. Far, far away. Okay. Take a little thin oil here. And we'll just sign this happy little picture. And I hope in the last 30 minutes we have shown you something that you can do very quickly.
Very cool. You know,
a way to make some almighty clouds, almighty mountains.
Probably
Some
as good as you
fantastic
can get. I'm
things using
gonna add
very,
more
very
use
limited
clouds,
palette.
and then
We've used mostly
we
blue,
can get
brown,
it
and
together.
white in this picture. Almost nothing else at all. But it's a very effective picture. And it has a tremendous sky. You can work on this sky. Once again, you have unlimited time at home. You can take this sky to points that are almost unbelievable. You can work it. You can alternate between darks and lights in this sky. You can make skies that almost look like religious skies, that things are going to come through. Practice it, work with it, don't give up on it. All you need is a dream in here that you want to put on there. And we thank you very, very much for being with us today. Once again, if you have questions, if you have comments, feel free to drop us a line. We'll be glad to answer any question that we can. From all of us here, happy painting. Thank you very, very much for watching.
God bless. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Bob. We're gonna keep adding a little bit more to this one though, and then get ready to move on to maybe episode 5. Well, maybe a little more on this tree here. Get some of those holes. And good stuff. Pop up. Put some black. That's center right there. Excellent. Save that.